Today's show made possible by our friend and sponsor, Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/chat where you can get my favorite product, the Lawnmower 3.0. Guys, football is a game of inches. Dating, it's a game of inches. You can save 20% and get free shipping on the Lawnmower 3.0, the best male grooming kit out there. You got to get rid of your George W. once in a while, and then you're going to have just a lot more going for you. The Lawnmower 3.0 is rechargeable. It's safe in the shower. Tom and I, we actually use this every single week, or at least I know I use it every single week. The Lawnmower 3.0, the best male grooming tool out there right now on the market. Let's get in now to today's mailbag. Casey the Sledge Story knows it. What everyone needs to do is use hashtag NFL, or you can super chat to jump the line and get your question featured. What free agent do you think will prove too stubborn to accept an offer? Jadeveon Clowney.
I mean, Clowney?
Jadeveon Clowney. Logan Ryan.
You know, we've talked a lot about Ryan and Clowney. I could see Antonio Brown getting an offer and deciding that's not enough for me. You're disrespecting me with that vet min offer. Yeah. I could see that happen.
Of course.
He's just crazy enough to do it.
Insert anything, it wouldn't surprise me with Antonio Brown. So, all right, we did get a super chat. What's up, Mystic Rican, one of our most loyal watchers. So, somewhere in the Jersey Turnpike, Jason Garrett is chewing gum and clapping after hearing about Gerald McCoy's season-ending injury.
We no longer refer to Jason Garrett as the clapper. Jason Garrett is now the lapper because Giants head coach Joe Judge has players and coaches taking laps if they make a mistake.
Really?
He's making the coaches take laps too, baby. First off, what a power play by the super young head coach. I love to see it.
Taking laps.
That is just throwback style, but I'm a fan of it.
Much appreciated the super chat, Mr. Greekham. Let's go to Nick Benjamin, who needs to get a picture. Dez Bryant to the Ravens. I don't know if it's a question or what it is, but it looks like a statement. There was a report out there that Dez Bryant is visiting with the Baltimore Ravens. We covered it on our NFL News and Rumors, so Dez could potentially be going to the Ravens. He's reached out to John Harbaugh in the past. That was before the 2020 NFL Draft. But, yeah, Benjamin, Bryant has reached out to the Baltimore Ravens. Super chat time, Jordan Thomas. Who could the Cowboys trade for to replace Gerald McCoy? Tom, you made a video.
Well, I didn't have any trade offers in there. I had some free agent guys. In general, I think that the Cowboys are going to look internally. Tyrone Crawford, Tristan Hill, Neville Gallimore, in no particular order. Those guys can play DT. Maybe they explore a Damon Snacks Harrison signing.
Yep.
I do have a trade, though.
Oh, boy.
Who says no? Tristan Hill and a mid-round pick to the Raiders for Mo Hurst.
No.
Mo Hurst isn't going to start for them. I know you keep thinking he is. He's not.
But Mo Hurst is way better than Tristan Hill.
Yeah, of course he is. That's why you're getting a mid-round pick as well.
I'm going to
The Raiders should say no, but Rod Marinelli's in charge, and he's getting the gang back together. All he needs is to sign Taco, too.
He's a very underrated defensive tackle.
I completely agree.
All right, another super chat from David. Okay. Sign, is that Brandon Lloyd? Victor Cruz, Megatron, Ocho Cinco, and FAB.
There you go. David likes to have fun here on the show. I respect your trolling game. If you had to sign one of those guys, who would it be? And it's not Megatron, because that's cheating. That's cheating.
It's Megatron.
Which wash receiver do you want to sign?
FAB.
Wrong. Ocho Cinco to play kicker.
Okay.
Found the loophole.
He couldn't even make the team on an XFL team.
He didn't show up for the tryout.
Ocho Cinco. Even though he did run on a treadmill 21 miles per hour, and if I've seen that video, that means that's 1,000 yards easily, right? All right, now, so if you guys love the NFL, if you love live and interactive shows, Chat Sports, we were voted by Tom and I's parents as the best place to get NFL coverage. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, or you can take the link that you see below, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Send it to all your friends. My mom, she's got 6 friends on Facebook. She's not doing a good enough job. So I need y'all to start sharing the video so we can get more viewers. We do have 185,000 subs, and I want to continue to grow that. Let's get to 200K. So if you haven't already, click that sub button. Super chat from Zeno saying, what's up, brother? Where do you rank Romo on the all-time Cowboys quarterbacks list? I rank him as the number 1 most underrated and most underappreciated.
I honestly still might be Danny White, if you really want to throw it back there. I put him 3rd.
Okay.
Aikman, Staubach, those 2 are the Hall of Famers. Then it's the Romo, Danny White tier. Then it's Dak, and then it gets ugly. That's your list, folks.
And that's all she wrote. Zion, appreciate you. Let's go to Chris Jones. Chris, how you doing? What are your stat predictions for Justin Jefferson? So Justin Jefferson was selected by the Minnesota Vikings. Chris, maybe you're a Vikings fan. Go check out our Vikings channel, chatsports.com/VikingsTV. Liked him a lot coming out of LSU. First-round wide receiver. There were some other receivers that were drafted ahead of him, which surprised me in the draft. But you're the draft dude.
I like Jefferson a lot. I think he has a chance to quickly become that number 2 receiver in Minnesota. Exactly. Now, he's not going to put up Diggs numbers in year 1. I think he can get around 60 catches in a very heavy run-first offense. Don't forget that.
See, they want to be a run-first offense.
They'll still be in games where they can have a run-first offense.
That defense is really depleted. I look at it. I've done a lot of stat projections. When I come out with Jefferson, if he's going to be around the high 600s, low 700s, that's the number I'm going to put him at. I know a lot of times we see these first-round receivers, we want to project them for very, very high totals. It doesn't quite happen like that. But Chris, really liked the question. Justin Jefferson, though, around 700 yards, maybe high 600s for me. Aiden Hartman, looks like a Buccaneers fan. What's up, dude? Does Ronald Jones get 1,000 rushing yards?
Do you want to go on 3?
Sure.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
No. Oh.
If he plays all 16 games in that offense, I think he does. I mean, Peyton Barber almost had 1,000 rushing yards in that offense.
But Keyshawn Vaughn is here. And LaShawn McCoy technically is here.
I don't know if I believe in either of those players.
Do you believe in
Ronald Jones? No, I don't.
Okay, see, I don't either.
He averaged. I look at it. He averaged 4.1 yards per carry.
Yeah.
He's going to average more than 4.1 yards per carry this season for the simple Tom Brady, for the simple the offensive factor. If you give him 250 carries, which
he's not getting,
I don't know.
I think it is a committee. He finishes around 800 yards.
Ooh, okay. I will say yes, but I think he barely hits 1,000. Another super chat. Murray 14, Zeke 2016, Zeke 2018. Will he do it again? So rushing leaders?
Exactly. Rushing. Okay. Who will lead the NFL in rushing yards? Great question, guys. I don't think Zeke does it this year. I know there is kind of the whole even thing. I think it's someone in the Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, because I think there will be more volume. I think they will get force-fed at a higher rate than Zeke will, because the Cowboys will throw it a little bit more than those teams do, because, they have the better quarterbacks.
I will either go with Nick Chubb, who finished second behind Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, another is a safe option. If you want to look for maybe a deeper, Josh Jacobs. I think Jacobs is a good option there as well, but Zeke, one of the best running backs in the National Football League. So, who's going to lead the NFL in rushing yards this upcoming season? Last year, Derrick Henry led it with 1,540 yards. Nick Chubb second, 1,494. Who's going to lead the NFL in rushing yards this upcoming season? Who do you got?
I will shoot my shot and go Nick Chubb.
Okay. If I'm not going to go with Chubb, who I probably would have picked, I won't pick King Henry again. I'm not going to go with Zeke. I love Barkley maybe for total yards up there with Christian McCaffrey, but I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
I do honestly believe that he's going to be the focal point of that offense. Seeing a lot of Christian McCaffrey's thrown in there. Zeke got thrown in there. Somebody said Chubb got injured. He left practice early today on Monday, but he's going to be okay. Dalvin Cook. If Dalvin Cook plays all 16, that wouldn't surprise me all that much. Chris Carson, same thing there. And then I even see a Rojo. Going to respectfully disagree on Ronald Jones. What up, Yazish? Get a pick. Should the Ravens sign Dez Bryant or Antonio Brown? So right now, Dez is getting set to go visit with the Baltimore Ravens. Antonio Brown has been connected with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson has said, hey, Lamar Jackson has tried to recruit him before. However, they don't really seem like they're interested in him anymore.
Yeah, there's the whole Antonio Brown is a crazy person sometimes. I don't think they want to deal with. In terms of impact, Antonio Brown is clearly the better option on the field. I just think there are obvious concerns about, is his head right?
Yeah.
As for Dez Bryant, I think his head is right now, which I don't think it was when he got cut by the Cowboys. Dez has pretty much said the same thing, but the impact's not going to be the same. If I had to pick one, and if I was just a generic NFL team, I think I'd go with Dez. I'm not sure what what a role for him is on a roster, but I don't want Antonio Brown. I don't want to deal with that. So because of that, I'm taking Dez.
I think it's funny. We asked for Dez or AB, and I've only seen FABs, and now some ABs are starting to flow in. But if you had to pick a free agent wide receiver, who would you go with? Jason, who do you think the Raiders should trade at the deadline?
A lot of question marks there, yeah. Jason, you don't have to use so many question marks. If you can just use like one or two. It's fine.
If you were to ask me which player that I think is the most notable that the Raiders would go out and trade for, I'm going to go Patrick Peterson. That's also if the Cardinals aren't playing well. If you're looking for a cornerback, the Raiders, to me, though, are not going to be a team that's going to be very aggressive because there's so many free agents, and I do believe that this trade deadline is not going to be as enticing. Now, I hope that's not 100% true, but you're going to see a lot of teams really saving up for 2021 free agency. And it's also because we don't really know what to expect with the offseason, because if it's anything like 2020, you might want to go ahead and save your money. You can save that extra money and go get yourself the Lawnmower 3.0. Shout out to our sponsor, Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/chat. 20% off, free shipping. You can see this. Shout out to producer Dylan for him being a hand model in his offseason. This is actually Dylan holding it there. He was trying to hold something else, but we said, no, Dylan, you can't put that on screen.
He needed the extra appearance with the Manscaped 2.0.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
It adds an inch or so, visibly.
Dylan was single, and he's no longer single anymore, thanks to the Lawnmower 3.0. Dylan's been single for about 5 years, and now shout out to Manscaped for hooking him up. Go to manscaped.com/chat, 20% off, and get free shipping. Dylan's date is thanking him, and his balls are thanking him as well. Go ahead. Link is in the comments and in the description. 540 people watching. Have you gone to Manscaped yet? I don't think everyone has. Let's go to Shock Universe. Should the Patriots get Clowney?
So you know what's funny? I read this as Downey at first. Because the C and the L, like I'm looking at the distant TV screen. It looks like it's the same.
I mean, if you change your Twitter handle to What Going Clowney, you might get some more. Actually, you're at the max, right?
That feels like it's going to, and I'm already maxed out. I don't have any space for it.
Gotcha.
I don't, the Patriots, there was a report that the Patriots weren't a fit for Clowney. That's total BS. I think that New England, though, wants to retain, and he wants to keep that cap space. So they could do it. I think they pass. If anything, maybe go get another receiver or a playmaker.
Let's go to Tom Downey burner account. We have which NFL coach has the most punchable face?
Can I answer for you?
I know my answer.
You're going to say Bill O'Brien.
Oh, Bill O'Brien.
I know him well.
He's got a butthole chin. Simple as that. If you don't believe me, look up Bill O'Brien butthole chin. All right, you guys can continue to use hashtag NFL or Super Chat. We'll bring them up here. Shout out to David Vilma for another Super Chat. Comeback player of the year on both sides of the football, if any.
Do we just give it to Alex Smith now, no matter what happens?
I mean,
I'm not even kidding. I think he just gets it.
I'm not.
I mean, we saw the leg, right?
We had a viral video. It looked like a slinky.
But even afterwards, like we saw the post-surgery leg, right? He just gets it, right? I think regardless of what happens, we give it to Alex Smith.
I think
that's my vote.
If the Patriots make the playoffs, I'm going to give it to Cam Newton. And then on the defensive side of the football, I can't really think of somebody
J.J. Watt will get votes against somehow.
Yeah, probably. Let's go to Troy Daniels. Will there be a running back over 2,000 and the record? So
hit over 2,000 yards.
Okay, so you mean 2,000 rushing yards?
Yes, of course.
2,000 rushing yards? No. 2,000 total yards? Yes.
See, you say no.
2,000 rushing yards.
And you're forgetting we're going to 17 games. That might just be enough. So through 16 games, I think you're right. No. Through 17 games, though, I'm saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's that
every
extra
year.
game.
I'm going to go no.
I think it's extra 150 yards. It might just be enough.
I could say this, then teams are going to hang on to those players, make sure that they're healthy, so they're healthy for the playoffs. And also, you never know what's going to happen, especially with the crazy world we live in.